What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Smash TV that was originally released in the arcades. Then it was ported to systems like the NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, and Sega Game Gear. Now the arcades was made by Williams, and Acclaim was hired to do the home console ports of the game. Now I would say the NES maintains the Smash TV title along with the Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear, I believe. And it's just the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis version has the title Super Smash TV, but everything in terms of the plot and everything else is pretty much just the same. Now the part of the game is that players have to participate in this not violent video game, but violent game show where they have to fight off hordes of enemies while that's attacking them while collecting weapons, prizes, and power-ups along the way. Now, the whole plot of this particular game was borrowed from the movie The Running Man, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Richard Dawson and everything. If you saw that movie, then you know what I'm talking about. Now, Smash TV has three different arenas that's divided up into sections, and each arena has more sections than the last and everything. And like sometimes you pretty much after you defeat the enemies, you go into another section of the arena, and in some cases you're given like an option of which room to go to. And it's mostly like two rooms that you're given the choice to go in. Now, the type of enemies that you face are like wall snipers, a guy named Mr. Shrapnel, and plastic warriors, and they're like pretty much coming at you like consistently, man, regardless of what enemies are contained. They come at you in a particular room and stuff. Now, while you're fighting the enemies, there will be like items, weapons, powers that like just consistently pop up as you're fighting the enemies, and that's pretty much a good thing, especially with the weapons and power-ups, because it makes the game it makes the game a lot easier and everything. And there, now, as far as the items are concerned, you pretty much get gift boxes, monetary items, which are just cash, gold bars, and silver bars, keys, sneakers, one-ups, force fields, shields, and smart bombs and stuff. And the weapons that you get are grenades, grenade launchers, spreaders, rockets, grenade lobbers, and orbs and everything. And this is pretty much a two-player co-op game like the arcade version and everything. And pretty much there's like three difficulty settings: easy, normal, and hard. Now, the difficulty that you pick really does well. I'm saying is that the number of enemies that show up in a particular section really does depend on the difficulty setting that you pick. Easy has the least amount of enemies that show up, but a lot of them will show up. I guess it has to do with their like aggressiveness and everything. So if you really want to challenge, you want to stick with the hard difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Now the graphics and level design of Smash TV are pretty good with nice color palettes and sprites and everything. Now the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis versions are has the advantage in this area in my opinion and everything. Even though the other versions are pretty good in and of themselves and everything. Now the controls and gameplay Does take some getting used to, but it ain't like frustratingly hard. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty good. And once you get used to the controls, you will have a lot of fun with this game. And the soundtrack for Smash TV is pretty good too. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the best part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Again, like with the graphics and level design, the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo versions of Smash TV has the advantage. Now, the, there's no real major gripes with the with all of the versions of Smash TV as a whole, but any gripes that you may find, that you will find, not may find, but will find, is is within the individual versions of Smash TV, whether it's the NES version or the Sega Genesis version. You know what I'm saying? So even with those flaws that exist within these individual versions of Smash TV overall is still a good game that's worth playing. You know what I'm saying? And it should have had a sequel, in my opinion. Now, I honestly recommend this game for anybody who is a retro gamer, anybody who owns like a Sega Master System, NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, whatever the case, and anybody who is a YouTuber who does Let's Plays on their channel and everything. Now, as far as the score, I definitely give it an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? But I would like, to me, I would like stick with the NES version or the Genesis version because the graphics and the soundtrack is better in those two. You know. With that being said, if you like Smash TV, whether it's on the NES or the Genesis, you can mention it in the comment section of the video. If you like my review of Smash TV, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.